Hi there, welcome along to Good Morning Transfers. We are into
breaking news to bring you, and this looks like really good news.
The summer transfer window is entering one of its most exciting stages, and Arsenal supporters are once again dreaming about world-class additions to Mikel Arteta's squad. Among the names dominating recent headlines are Atletico Madrid striker Julian Alvarez and Paris Saint-Germain winger Bradley Barcola. Both players are admired across Europe, and recent reports suggest Arsenal are exploring what it would take to sign them, although neither deal is close to completion at this stage. For Arsenal, this transfer window is about more than simply adding depth. The club wants players capable of making the difference in the biggest Premier League and Champions League matches. After coming close to major trophies in recent seasons, the Gunners know that another step forward requires elite attacking quality. The first name attracting attention is Julian Alvarez. Since leaving Manchester City for Atletico Madrid, the Argentine has continued to prove why he is regarded as one of the most complete forwards in world football. He combines relentless pressing, intelligent movement, clinical finishing, and the versatility to play as either a central striker or a second forward. His performances have strengthened his reputation as one of Europe's most reliable attackers. Reports indicate Arsenal remain interested in Alvarez despite the complexity of any deal. Atletico Madrid are not actively looking to sell, meaning Arsenal would likely need an exceptional financial package or another creative solution to convince the Spanish club to negotiate. Some reports even mention exploratory ideas involving player exchanges, underlining how difficult the transfer would be. From Arsenal's perspective, the attraction is obvious. Arteta wants a forward who can press aggressively, link midfield with attack, score consistently and perform in multiple tactical systems. Alvarez fits that profile almost perfectly. The second major story involves Bradley Barcola. The French winger has become one of Europe's most exciting young attackers thanks to his pace, dribbling, creativity and ability to beat defenders in one-on-one situations. Arsenal have been linked with Barcola because the club continues to search for additional quality on the wings. While Bukayo Saka remains indispensable, Arteta has often spoken about the need for greater competition and squad depth across the front line. Barcola's direct style and technical ability would offer Arsenal another dangerous attacking option. However, this deal also faces major obstacles. PSG are reluctant to lose one of their talented young players, while other leading clubs, including Liverpool, have also been linked with Barcola. As things stand, there is interest, but no agreement or advanced negotiations have been confirmed publicly. If Arsenal were somehow able to sign both Alvarez and Barcola, it would transform the club's attacking options. Alvarez would provide goals, relentless work rate and tactical flexibility, while Barcola would add speed, creativity and unpredictability on the wings. Even so, supporters should remember that these remain transfer stories rather than completed deals. The coming days and weeks will determine whether Arsenal can turn their interest into formal agreements or whether competition from other clubs proves too strong. As Arsenal continue preparing for another demanding Premier League and UEFA Champions League campaign, one of the club's biggest priorities is increasing the quality and depth of the attacking unit. Although Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli, Kai Havertz and other forwards have contributed significantly over the past few seasons, Mikel Arteta is believed to want even greater competition across the front line to keep Arsenal competitive on every front. If Arsenal were able to sign Julian Alvarez, the tactical possibilities would increase dramatically. Unlike many traditional strikers, Alvarez is comfortable dropping into midfield to link play before making intelligent runs into the penalty area. His movement often creates space for teammates, making him valuable even when he is not scoring. One of Alvarez's greatest strengths is his work without the ball. He presses defenders aggressively, closes passing lanes and forces mistakes high up the pitch. That style closely matches the high-intensity football Arteta expects from his attackers. At Manchester City, he developed under Pep Guardiola, while at Atletico Madrid, he has continued to adapt to a demanding tactical system, making him an experienced option despite still being in his mid-20s. If Arsenal secured his signature, Arteta could use Alvarez in several ways as the main centre-forward. alongside another striker in selected matches behind the main striker as a second forward, rotating with other attacking players to keep the squad fresh throughout a long season. This versatility is one reason Arsenal reportedly admire him. However, admiration alone does not make a transfer happen. Atletico Madrid are understood to value Alvarez highly and are not under pressure to sell. Any deal would likely require a very large transfer fee, and negotiations could become one of the most complicated stories of the summer if Arsenal decide to pursue him seriously. Reports of Arsenal's interest exist, but there is no confirmed agreement at this stage. The situation surrounding Bradley Barcola is different. Instead of searching for a striker, Arsenal would be targeting one of Europe's most promising young wingers. Barcola has earned praise for his acceleration, close control, confidence in one-on-one situations, and ability to create chances for teammates. At just a young age, Barcola has already shown that he can perform under pressure at one of Europe's biggest clubs. His willingness to attack defenders directly would add another dimension to Arsenal's attack, particularly against teams that defend deep. Imagine an Arsenal front line featuring Bukayo Saka on the right, Julian Alvarez through the middle, Bradley Barcola on the left. Such an attack would combine technical quality, pace, pressing intensity and creativity. Defenders would find it difficult to focus on stopping just one player because every member of the front three would be capable of scoring or creating goals. Even so, Arsenal face a major obstacle. Paris Saint-Germain reportedly want to keep Barcola and see him as an important part of their long-term plans. That means Arsenal would probably need both a substantial financial offer and the player's willingness to move before any serious negotiations could progress. Other top European clubs have also been linked with him, making competition fierce. For Arsenal supporters, these stories naturally generate excitement. Signing players of Alvarez's and Barcola's quality would strengthen the squad considerably, but until official announcements are made, these remain transfer links and reports rather than completed transfers. As speculation continues around Julian Alvarez and Bradley Barcola, Arsenal supporters are beginning to imagine what the squad could look like if the club managed to complete both signings. While there is no official confirmation that either transfer will happen, discussing the tactical possibilities helps explain why these players continue to be linked with the Gunners. The arrival of Julian Alvarez would immediately increase competition in Arsenal's attack. One of Arteta's key principles is that no player should feel guaranteed a starting place. Every position is earned through performances in training and matches. Alvarez's versatility would allow Arteta to rotate his forwards without significantly changing the team's style. Against opponents who defend with a low block, Alvarez's intelligent movement could create space inside the penalty area. Against stronger teams that dominate possession, his pressing and work rate would help Arsenal win the ball higher up the pitch. This flexibility is one reason many top clubs admire him. Bradley Barcola would offer something different. His direct dribbling, acceleration and willingness to attack defenders one-on-one could help Arsenal break down compact defences in matches where the Gunners struggle to create chances. A winger capable of beating his marker and delivering dangerous crosses or cutting inside to shoot can make a major difference. If both players joined Arsenal, Arteta would have several tactical options. One possible lineup could look like this. Goalkeeper, David Raya defenders, Ben White, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Ricardo Calafiori midfield, Martin Odegaard, Declan Rice, Martin Zubimendi, if available. Attack Bukayo Saka, Julian Alvarez, Bradley Barcola. Another option would be rotating Alvarez with Kai Havertz depending on the opponent. Against teams that defend deep, Havertz's aerial ability might be preferred. Against teams that leave space behind their defence, Alvarez's movement and pressing could be more effective. Competition for places would inevitably increase. Players would need to maintain consistently high performances to keep their starting roles. That kind of internal competition is often seen as healthy for clubs aiming to challenge for the Premier League and Champions League. Financially, however, these moves would be extremely demanding. Atletico Madrid are not believed to be looking to sell Alvarez, and Paris Saint-Germain have shown little desire to part with Barcola. Because of that, Arsenal would likely need to spend very large sums or find creative ways to structure any deal. if they decide to pursue both players seriously. Current reports indicate interest, but there are no completed agreements for either transfer. Recent reporting continues to describe the situations as difficult rather than advanced.